What's going on, man? Just your boy Vinnie Mac, man, with my 10 rules to the pimp game. I've given you rule number 10, I've given you rule number 9, and this is going to be rule number 8 to Vinnie Mac, top 10 rules to the pimp game. If you want to be successful in this pimp game, this is my rules that made me successful in the pimp game. So I'm giving up game for you gentlemen, and then you women can listen as well. Because if you guys ain't using these 10 rules to the pimp game, you might not be with the right person. Then you might be trying to get some good game for yourself. Some kind of guide, a gauge to go by and see if that's what you really want to do when you choosing these players or pimps today. Or you know what I mean? You want to make sure that you get in the game and have the right one where you won't get beat on and these types of things here. Because when you hear these 10 rules to the pimp game, you'll know what you should do in accordance to how you choose up and how you manage your business, or the manager you get, because a pimp is a host manager and he should have some kind of rules to the game to be successful in the game, because this game is for you to get in and out of. It's not to get caught up in and spend a lifetime doing it. It's a game that you get in and out of, become an entrepreneur, move on to do something bigger and better in the game, just like I'm doing now with my podcast, and I'm able to give these rules to this pimp game that I'm giving you game to and the knowledge of now. So my 8th rule to the pimp game is buy your team cars. So I'm not just saying just jump out and buy every whole car. They have to deserve the car. So I'm gonna tell you why. It stops you from having to take your girls on calls. Stops you have to take your girls to the track. It stops from having you to, and listen, this is very important, to get a sex trafficking, because you're actually not trafficking your women around. They actually drive themselves around. So that saves you from getting caught up in the web of sex trafficking, because you're really not driving them around. They're driving themselves around. And if it comes down to the law, they actually drove themselves to work, and they're henceforth, they could, if they didn't want to be with you anymore, they could get in the car and actually essentially drive off, drive home, or leave you and everything. And put the car in the girl's name. Like, a lot of pimps don't agree with it, but I agree with it, because you want to be able to leave the girl something of their own when they decide to either leave you, they get tired of the game, or they want to try something different, and sometimes, your girl has family and children. So if they want to go visit their parents or go visit their kids or something, they have some kind of transportation, so you can kind of stay out of the way on a lot of those occasions. So you want to have your team build up to that. I don't know if you 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 deep, or whatever you desire to be. I'm just saying, even if I'm gonna just put it, if you got your one girl, you know what I mean? You give them a goal. The goal is, hey, you get a certain amount of money, and you are with me for a certain length of time, then I'll buy you your vehicle. Of course, the pimp already got a car. That's what I was saying. I don't have to say you buy yourself a car first, because if you think that, then you don't even need to be listening to the rules of the game. But this is to keep your team with some transportation to get back and forth to the blade or on their calls. So, you set those goals up. You know what I mean? If you depends on how much your girl. If you got a girl that's making slow money, $300-400 a day, it's going to take quite a while for them to get, to the goal of the car. Whether, hey, I'm gonna get you a car in 6 months, or if you got a girl that's giving you 5 to 6, or if you got your super hoe giving you 1,200 or better, then of course they're gonna get their cars faster. But you always want to give them a goal in mind and something that you want to do for them. So when you get around to that conversation about buying them a car, generally I usually bought my girls their car in about 6 months. I mean, it could be faster for you guys, but it's generally 6 months before I get them their own means of transportation. If I got 2 girls, then I'm gonna get the 2 cars at one time. I got 3 girls, and then there's 6 months, I'm gonna get them the cars at the same time. So if I got 3 girls for 6 months, I'm buying 3 cars, just period. Everybody got their own week of goals, and depending on what kind of goal they got, what kind of car they want, is the car that they're gonna get. Now, of course, they can't be wanting a brand new Benz and they're giving you $200 a day and they think they're gonna get it in 6 months. It's gotta be a reasonable car for the time and the amount of money that they give you. Now, it's good to have good goals or different kind of cars. They may not be able to get the brand new Benz. You might get them a used Benz. They might get the 550. They might get a 320 or something like that. But it's having the goals in mind, or whatever kind of girl. Most girls don't need great big cars like that, but something smooth that runs good, that gets them back and forth to work, and take them on their calls, and take them to see their family when they go off on their family ventures and things like that. If you listen to these games and these goals right here, and make sure that you ain't a cheap trick, put them in the girl's name so they know that they got a good manager and they give you all their money. They should have a car in their name. And when you even have that, a lot of people don't agree with me because you give hoes cars, you think they want to run off in them. Not if you're doing the game right and you listen to the rules, they're not going to run off. They want to stick with you because they know you doing the right thing with their money in the game. And it's only beneficial to you, man. And then it's a good campaign too. The girl jump out and go to Blade or go to work or wherever they're working at, and they see other girls. Of course, they're going to be talking about, bragging about their man, about how you buy them cars, how you taking care of your business, how you stacking your money, how you treat them. Women talk a lot, man. And you'd be surprised, girls, not more girls than the pimp do. You know what I mean? If your game is tight, they're going to go out there and brag. They're proud of it, man. They're usually bring a woman home that fits with them. You know what I mean? They call, hey, dad, I got such a car and she wants to meet you now. You don't have to even go out to the Blade to meet the broad. Now she can drive your work home to you. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, it's always good to screen your work, but you got a pretty good judgment on your girls and what kind of caliber girl that you got when she's talking about screening and bringing a girl home to you. So it's just so beneficial to have the car for your girls, even if you got the one girl. You still want to give her some kind of goal. See, the game is all about achieving goals in the game. It don't even elevate your girls. It elevates your game. You understand what I'm saying? When you're doing the right thing, you're stacking your money. It makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And you elevate your game. You got your girls a car. You're able to pretty much go out and do what you need to do. They can do what they need to do. As far as, going to get something to eat and going to the grocery store. Like I say, a lot of my girls had children and families, and when they want to go see their parents or cousins, or it's a holiday or Christmas time, they want to go shopping and stuff like that. It's just a good thing that gives your girls a goal to buy their own cars. And if you want to be successful in this game today, these are some of my rules that if you apply them, I guarantee you're going to be successful in this game. Now, if you look right up here, you're going to see my Cash App. If you like the things that I'm saying in this game, don't be afraid to go on and hit me for some of this good game I'm giving you on my Cash App right here. It is the handsome one. You're going to see this picture right here. You're going to see Vinnie Mac Film. That's my Cash App hashtag. It's going to be the handsome one and Vinnie Mac Film, what you see right here. So if you're feeling what I'm saying, you're feeling this good game that I'm giving you, go on and hit my Cash App, baby. Go on and bless the game. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't going to say bless the church. I'm going to say bless the game because I'm not in the church. I'm Vinnie Mac, man. I'm from the Hollywood division. You know what I'm talking about? I'm giving you some game that, you're not going to find anywhere else because people really don't even have this knowledge of this game. And if they get it, they're not sharing it with you nowhere. They want you to stay on Sucker Street so they can have all the game and knock you for your bitch. You dig what I'm saying? So if you follow these rules right here, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to be successful in the pimp game. They may be mad at me, but giving away all this game, man, I'm talking about games is to be sold and not to be told. That's what I'm saying. You can go and bless me on my Cash App if you feel what I'm saying. You dig what I'm saying? And this is rule number 8. You understand what I'm saying? And we got 7 more to go. You understand? Then we'll have the top rules to the pimp game. And believe me, if you apply these games, you're going to be very successful in the pimp game if you follow Vinnie Mac's 10 rules to make you successful in the pimp game. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I want you guys to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is Pimp's Corner. You understand what I'm saying? And you'll see this same picture. That's on my emails and stuff like that. So you'll see me go to Pimp's Corner on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. This is Vinnie Mac. It's always a pleasure bringing this good game to you, man. And I know a lot of people have been taking me to make my videos a little longer. So I'm doing that for you guys today. I'm trying to make my videos a little longer, at least try to get you about 10 minutes worth in here. But these are some really, really good rules to the game. So when you get this good game, you know what I mean? Absorb it and use it. And believe me, you will be successful in the pimp game. This is Vinnie Mac from Pimp's Corner with the number 8 rule to the Pimp game. And of course, I'm gone.